from nothing, man. Pray and hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same. They rapping back, carrying them back what they carrying back. Ain't roll mom, but we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Find out. Delta.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Hurry up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Find out. Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. And Josh Hill has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Bridgewater now on second down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Again, this is Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to Meredith. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Forced out to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure...
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Jackson now on second and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
First carry now for Alex Collins. There he goes inside the 30. And cuts out right sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Collins. 43 yards on the ground.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. And going deep for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Get set, get set.
They run it again with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Bridgewater. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Romero. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They give it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action now. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Ah!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Oh, they're on it too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Over. Leopard.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Over. 319.
Now Jackson on second down. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. And that takes us from second to third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. 319.
On third down, Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Hurry up.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Get set, get set.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go, gotta go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Bridgewater. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive game. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Kamara. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Saints on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what God said. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. And with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this.